They block you and they unblock you, and it happens over and over again. Hiding profiles, making new ones, and all other kinds of sloppiness when it comes to a narc and social media. In this video, I want to talk about the reasons why you're blocked and break down what it all really means. Number 1, to punish you. Cutting off communication is a really common thing that narcs like to do as a form of punishment. Once you're blocked on social media, obviously you can't see what's going on. Presumably, once you're blocked, they aren't texting or calling as much either, if at all. Silence will put anybody on edge. And when blocking is done as punishment, the narc hopes this will begin to brainwash and condition you not to do whatever it was that you did that just infuriated them so much in the first place. On the flip side, you might be blocked and being punished because you were supposed to do something and you didn't do it. We rarely get to have conversations with highly narky people about why they're so angry. It just usually kind of explodes and then we know they're mad. But it's designed to make you sit alone and think about all the ways that you've wronged this person, and upon unblocking you, they will be awaiting their apology, among many other things, you groveling and saying that you will do whatever it is that they want. Number 2, you're blocked to scare you. When a narc blocks and cuts communication for punishment or other things that we're going to talk about in this video, a lot of it is really scare tactics. They can cut ties, block, and move on, leaving you in the dust. And this can happen again at times with little to no communication. We really don't understand how we get there. We just know that we're here and they're blocked a lot of the time. If they've properly love bombed you, devalued you, and caused a really good, strong, powerful trauma bond, it can send a person over the edge. You can panic or freak out once you see you've been blocked. It might prompt you to text obsessively, call excessively, and try to figure out what is going on. You just need to know something because right now you're clueless and know nothing. Narcs love to play this game where they vanish for a little while because they need to make you think that this was the last time that you were ever going to talk to them. It can make you feel bad. It can make you feel guilty. You might feel responsible for something, try to take all that on. You messed up, you blew it, and now they're gone. And of course, it has to be someone's fault and it's got to be yours. So it's all on you. More scare tactics to teach you a lesson. A lot of the reasons why they're blocking and a lot of reasons for all of this deals with them needing to let you know they have the power and the control. And you'll pick up on this continuing theme as you listen on to the video. Number 3, you're blocked so that you can be fooled. I mean, clearly you can't see what's happening when you can't see what's happening. In some cases, you're blocked so that you can't see what they're posting, who's liking what, or that their friends list is growing at a rapid pace. You can't see photos or updates, anything. Very plain and simply, you're not supposed to. You can be blocked so that they can carry on and look single. They can also use this as an opportunity to find new supply. You might also be blocked from time to time if you're not the main source of supply, or especially if you are the, pardon the expression here, the dirty little secret. And if that's you, don't feel alone. I think we've all been there once. I certainly have. Some people, they blast all over social media, can't take enough pictures or make enough posts, and some people stay completely hidden. And I'm not sure if we'll ever know why they do a lot of what they do online, but I can promise you a lot of their incredibly crappy decisions only ever make sense in their mind. You can't find logic where there is just no logic to be found. If you'd like to talk with me one-on-one and get some help and support for what you're going through from a fellow survivor, you can get information on my services and set up sessions by visiting my website, and that link is down in the description for you, jess-stanley.square.site, or of course, feel free to just shoot an email to bookachatwithjess@gmail.com. Number 4, you're blocked because they need to use you. It's all about games with a narcissist. They might decide to block you just to give you a little taste of who's really in charge in the relationship. A little, hey, don't get too out of line. Remember, I can do this whenever I want. Again, fear striking, causing you to chase them. I'll be honest, survivor, these people thrive and love chaos. They block and unblock and go back and forth A lot of times they'll do it just because they're bored and they need to stir up some bullshit. Power. Always power. Blocking can make them feel superior to you. This is all about this really false sense of superiority because they know how truly inferior they are underneath. But they're letting you know they can do this whenever they want, for however long they want. Look what they can do. They feel in control in this moment. They feel powerful, important, special. Everything that you need in a neatly wrapped little ego boost for a narcissist. Unfortunately, it comes courtesy of you. Number 5, they block you to discard you. This one is really obvious, I know, but I wanted to make as complete of a list as I could really think of here. So there are times when new supply is found and the narcissist is really just done with it all. For a while, the word hoovering doesn't exist in our community for nothing. You might be blocked when they finally make that jump to someone new. I mean, like literally, like the leeches that they are, jumping from host to host. They can't have you finding out who this new person is. Reaching out to the new person, how awful would that be for them? Reaching out to them for closure or to find out what's going on. So they just stick you on the blocked list, again, for a little while. So you might call it a discard. You might call it a little bit of ghosting here and there once they're jumping around and playing with new people. Number 6, you're blocked so that they can run their smear campaign. Cowards that most of them are, when they need to talk shit about you, they usually like to do it where you can't actually see them doing it. They can and will block you so they can drag your name around in the mud for a little bit and talk about how much you suck, of course, what a victim they are, and they can do it simultaneously while you have no idea what's going on. They don't need you finding out about this, because you know what would happen if you did? You might try to defend yourself or set things straight. A narc needs the narrative to be very clear, cut, and concise. They are helpless. They are the victim. You are the bully. You are the bad guy. That is absolutely the way it needs to be. But in order for them to attempt to do this damage, you need to be out of the way. Your smear campaign, while it might be done publicly on social media, normally it needs to be done away from your eyes. Number 7, you're blocked to coerce you to do something. Narcs can either make posts or post pictures that are extremely inflammatory and upsetting to make you reach out to them, or they can block you and disappear in hopes that you will reach and chase and try to get a hold of them. They might want you to hoover. They might be too scared to hoover. They might want to pick a fight with you. Whatever it is, they block and go silent to prompt you to do something. It's hard to tell sometimes, but it can be a really great way to get you to do something that they wanted you to do. Maybe you wouldn't, or again, reach out repeatedly, chase, all of that. And again, they're just going to give you a little nudge by blocking you for a little while. Kind of see what comes of it. Will you make a different account? Will you try to reach out a different way? Again, power, control, ego boost. I'm so great. I'm so wonderful. I can do this. I can do that. A big narky mix, but really all of it, power and control, which I've talked about in several of my videos because a lot of that is what this is really all about. So if I missed a reason why you get blocked by a narc, leave it for me down in the comments. Also, share if any of the things on the list I shared today happened to you. I want to thank you so much for listening today. If you found this video helpful or maybe even mildly interesting, subscribe so you never miss any of my new videos. Have a great day, Survivor, and take care of yourself.